this. So the 2As.
Good, we're live? Oh, we're live.
Oh,
Okay,
we're live, all right.
Awesome. Welcome everybody to Robert Crown Arena. Robert Crown has a special place in my heart. From when I remember when I was a kid, I went to the Robert Crown Center to learn about
the old Robert Crown Center.
The reproductive system.
Yeah, that's an important thing to learn about. It feels like you didn't learn that. You got a player out here today.
Anyway, we're here. We've got the third game of the O'Grady hockey tournament hosted by Loyola. Yesterday was a rough day for us. We lost a heartbreaker in the first game with a couple of seconds left in overtime, unfortunately. Game that really could have went either way. And the Loyola game was a little bit of a mess, unfortunately, for us. I
unfortunately missed the Loyola game, but I got to hear the broadcast. But about, I would say about 8 minutes in, I was like, well, I'm not so sure that this outcome is going to go our way.
I think we had a chance to get back in the game. It was 2-0 at the end of the first period, and we got on the power play. It just couldn't get anything going. In fact, we got outskated on that power play, and then it all kind of rolled downhill from there. That said, have a chance to redeem ourselves against what looks like a pretty good OPRF team.
The OPRF Huskies, I haven't looked up their numbers, but they're doing pretty well in this tournament. They played Loyola tight, right?
Yeah.
Did they beat Loyola?
They lost 4-3.
4-3.
So they were in it. They were winning at one point 2-1 and lost 4-3. So they clearly have some firepower, and it should be an interesting matchup today.
A very quick warm-up today. I didn't see any of the team players getting to do their normal warm-ups. 3-minute warm-up. They wanting to get this game going.
Yeah. Well, there was no one on the ice even 30 minutes before this game, which was interesting. When I pulled into the lot, there weren't very many cars. So.
Yeah, I got here a little bit early, and it was silent.
Yeah.
Which is,
maybe, with the snow today, maybe there was a cancellation. Maybe a team decided not to come. Who knows? I'm not sure. That's rare in hockey. Usually, you come and you play and you figure it out.
That 9 a.m. time slot is usually a good one.
Remember the Madison tournament? Where we all left at like early in the morning or late at night.
The night before?
Yeah. I got there at like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
All right, we have a packed house of fans and visitors here.
Yeah, absolutely. So. Hey, what's up, Bobby?
Hey,
how are you, man?
Good. A little rough out there in the roads.
Yeah, no, it's good. There was an OPRF dad that said it took him 2 hours to get here. So we have it pretty easy, 30 minutes from Glenview.
Yeah, it wasn't so bad.
So. I'm live. I'm doing the broadcast, so just be aware. No swear words.
So that would replace our cameraman?
Your sisters,
They're down there, yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Bridget, Mom.
Amy? Amelie?
Amelie, maybe Amy
they
too.
went front row?
Maybe Amy too.
Oh, so
you know what?
the voice, huh?
We're doing the YouTube broadcast every week.
The hand sharpening.
So anyway,
Okay, we'll chat.
All good. I'll catch up with you. Maybe I'll do the first quarter or period, and then I'll come down. Nice Bears win yesterday.
All right, teams are getting ready to go to the middle, and
yeah, it was great. My brother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Luca's uncle.
Luca's uncle.
Yes.
Luca's uncle is here today.
Luca's uncle's here today. His cousin is here.
So Brown has taken out his line of Kozak and Hudgens, and behind him are Jack and Rudd. The face-off is won all the way back to the net, where goalie Galanis watches it go side to him, and then outlet pass that was intercepted there. Kozak with the ill-advised pass there. And right in front, and so far GBS looks out a little bit in disarray. Kozak skates past the high slot, and shot is thrown on net, blocked. Hudgens pushed down. 78 for OPRF, the Huskies. Brown with the puck behind the net, tries to flip it out, cut right back in. And more of the same than what we saw yesterday. Shot on goal, save there by Galanis, point blank shot. And the puck is cleared, but not all the way down. Bowman for a Huskies takes it, drops it back to his defenseman on a nice play there. And they're going to throw the puck out. It goes all the way down with a friend just getting on the ice, gets it. D-to-D pass, back to his D partner. Zach Sabev threw it back to him. Hudgens now into the zone.
Don't shoot it.
Shoots, rebound, and Weiss had an opportunity there. The rebound was a little too hard. And Udesky laid onto the ice there. Good opportunity. Weiss looking to Udesky. Udesky back up to the point. Sabev gets it with his backhand and then misses the pass, throws it underneath, and Weiss picks it up, flips it to no one. Nope, but he's the first one on there. Weiss turns around and shoots and saved and held on by the Husky goalie.
Yeah, really nice job there by the Titans to get some penetration into the OPRF zone. A couple of good passes and a couple of good shots on goal there.
You know, we just talked about how Robert Crown was your reproducing, and you talk about penetration. The FCC is going to be all over us.
That's it.
Deflection there out into the netting. Nice job there by GBS to win that face-off back. Weiss manning the center dot there. Sims to his right, Friend and Zach Sabev behind him. Sims steps in to win that face-off and then pushes it over, floats out, and Zach Sabev's going to take it back. Pressure there by OPRF. And they're about to learn about the speed. He tries to bounce off the boards, intercepted by number 52, Clary. Takes behind the net. Weiss pushes it away. Sabev coming up with the puck. Floats it ahead off of Sims' stick. He now has control of it. Loses the puck and then checks the player hard into the boards. No call on that one. 52 for the Huskies coming out. And they're going to throw it all the way down behind the net. Friend the first one there. And Sims has it now coming around. Trying to take it to the outside. Loses the puck. And the Huskies just pop it back in the neutral zone. Weiss back in. Friend drops it back. Sims is going to shoot. High off the glass and outside. Udesky gets that rebound. Back to Sabev, who shoots it.
Oh, it's a net.
And that rebound does go in for a goal. Sabev with a shot. Sims cleans it up. And it is 1-0 Titans with 12:23 to go in the first.
Great job there by the Titans to get some pressure on the goalie early. And I feel like it happened to us at least 3 or 4 times yesterday where these rebounds by the goalie led to goals against us. So it was great for us to get a dirty goal, if you will, hustling in front of the net.
Yeah, crash in the net, and we saw a couple of rebounds already. That one finally hit one of our sticks and went in. And we're going to see the Weiss line staying out there now with different set of defensemen behind him, Francesi on the left-hand side and Smith on the right-hand side. Have we seen that combo a lot?
We saw it a little bit yesterday. We've been seeing a lot of different D pairs with Austin Rudd coming back. So we'll see if this is what they're going to settle on. But
turnover there by Sims, and then OPRF floats that high into the net. I think that may have hit somebody's stick. We're going to see where the face-off is here. Ref is skating toward the dot to the right of goalie Galanis. And we're going to see a change coming out, and Sidoti is leading out Andrew Sabev and Cohn. So a change in lines that we're seeing today here. Face-off is one. Sabev gets it and pushes it out in the zone using his frame to shield off the defender. Gets it all the way down to the corner. Cohn in front of the net, Sidoti in front of the net. Rebound in front, missed by Sidoti. Francesi has it. And Sabev recognized that, floats to the backhand side. And push to the side. Andrew Sabev's going to pinch here and gets it. Goes behind the net. And OPRF bounces off the boards, and that's going to go down. It looks like it may have hit Smith's stick. Cohn coming back to chase it, gets it, and gets pushed down on the side. No call. Francesi gets pushed down. Same kid. Getting both plays. And the puck is bouncing, and Galanis is going to cover that one up with 11:27 to go. And a lot of communication right now coming from the GBS players here. We're going to see a defensive change here. Friedman onto the ice with Rudd. Sidoti lining up. Face-off is won by no one. It kind of just floated there, but OPRF has it. And they brought it outside, and they're going to call that offsides. Right on the line. The ref was right there to see it, and he correctly blew the whistle.
Okay, looks like we're gonna go and yeah, we're gonna drop this just outside of our zone.
Ref is asking for a new center. Let's see. No, he's just backing him up, and this time it's won by OPRF, but Andrew Sabeth pushes it forward and has a good opportunity. Puck is on his stick on the right-hand side. 62 kind of threw his body at him. Didn't really work. Rug's there to pinch on that one and keep that in. It's on his stick.
Get back, get back.
And we're going to throw it all the way down, and they're going to wave off icing. They're going to say it got tipped. Friedman back there. Good job using his body to shield the puck. Andrew Sabeth's there to clean it up. And Sidoti with the puck on his stick, up to Andrew Sabev, who skates it outside, goes and flips it, tries to flip it in and hit the netting, and we're going to get a whistle, and we're going to see a change of the forwards, I think, although I haven't seen anyone get off the bench yet. Now they're waiting to see which lines are going out, and it's going to be the Weiss line with Udesky and Sims, and Friedman with Rudd behind him, and the face-off won by OPRF. So far, they've won most of the face-offs. Throw it in deep.
Took a weird bounce in the corner there and got stuck.
Nice job on the breakout, and then he hits the skates and comes right back in. So it's the right positioning on the breakout. They just didn't execute there. Friedman doing a good job of using his body to pin him up the boards. Weiss steals it. He's got some room coming out the middle. He's skating out there.
Nice little 3-on-2 here.
Sims, a 3-on-2. Sims going toward the net. Weiss stops and trying to find a pass. Does a nice job there on his backhand, flips it forward, it gets deflected and out of play.
Really good idea there by Weiss to redirect that charge.
Oh, and then we see a ill-advised pass there by Zach Saban, who's picked off. You don't see many of those. Back to Friend to the middle, picked off, and they're going to try to flip it in. So right now, GBS has done a good job of controlling the puck. OPRF seems a little bit on their heels. Udesky into the zone to Weiss. Weiss to Udesky. Shot. This nice save there.
Wow.
Goalie. I think the goalie got a pad out there, got his blocker out there.
That was a great save by the goalie.
Yeah, really nice play. A nice setup too.
Udesky had him set kind of dead to rights, but wasn't able to bury it.
Now Zach Sabev with puck through the neutral zone to Weiss. Weiss back to Udesky. Udesky has it knocked away. 63 giving chase. Friend wrapped around the boards, wrapped around it again, so we're going back and forth. Friend takes a hit in the corner, he's okay. Sims was out there, the shot was kind of thrown on net by number 76. I think that it was just kind of like a desperation shot there.
Yep.
Galanis there.
Good job there by Galanis to glove that and make sure it was secure.
Absolutely, and we're going to see Brown taking out Hudgens and Kozak here. Francesi and Smith, we saw that pairing earlier, they're back out together. And this time Brown uses the face-off, and OPRF throws it in, deflected, harmlessly into the corner. Hudgens with an opportunity there. Looked like he was trying to do a backward pass in the zone, not a great idea, and that stays in the zone. Francesi giving chase. Nice play by him, gets pushed into the boards. And we're going to see a penalty, I believe, against OPRF. I believe they're going to call that OPRF. It was a big hit in the corner. It looked like he got up to his head, into the neck. They're going to cross-check to the neck on that one. And 63's arguing with the ref. He's shaking his head, but he's going to spend the next 2 minutes thinking about it.
Yep. We'll take
goes to power play.
We'll take this opportunity, hopefully, to get some more shots on goal here and keep the pressure on the OPRF side of the ice. Yesterday we struggled with possession, so this will be good.
Weiss line's back out there, and back to Sabev. Sabev to Friend.
Wait.
Shoots it, and he had the corner open. It was a tough angle to make, but he missed. He went right out the boards. Zach Sabev now with a shot from the point. That misses the net, goes around outside. I don't mind those shots from the outside, but usually you want traffic in front when that happens. And OPRF is going to clear that down on net. Galanis plays it out to Friend. Friend looking, throws it over to Zach Sabev. Sabev over to Weiss, cross ice pass, and he skates it into the zone, using his body to shield, throws it toward the middle, rebound, shot and in from Udesky. So that was Weiss to Udesky.
Well, they crashed
and in. It looked like Sims may have touched that puck. I guess we'd have to look at replay to really know that.
Really nice job there again by Weiss to force the corner, get a shot on net, and again, a rebound leads to a goal. Good job crashing. Good job crashing the net there by the Titans, and those are the kinds of goals that are differentiators for these types of games.
Absolutely. So it's 2-0 now. The Weiss line has scored both goals. That one is on the power play, so number 63 is back out of his holding cell and back onto the bench. And it looks like there's some talking going on. The backup goalie, Sit, seems to be getting yelled at about where he's located, so now he's being told to go outside of the bench, and he does.
I think he had his helmet off on the bench and then snuck it back on when he started getting yelled at. So if he doesn't want to wear his helmet, I guess he just can't be on the bench, which makes sense for everybody's dental bills and safety.
Good long pass there to Sims. Sims tips that into the first one on it. And Udesky kind of left that puck for Sims. And we have a whistle and we have a call coming. And we're going to have interference on Udesky on that play, which is an interesting call. It looked like he just kind of left that puck for Sims. I don't know why that would be interference, but maybe that's a makeup call.
It looks like they're actually going to get Sims for this, not Udesky.
Oh. Okay.
It was before he got to the puck. It was jostling for position. I thought it was going both ways, but they catch Sims for that. So.
All right, so the penalty kill now. Cone and Hudgens are out there on offense, or a kill, and Hudgens trying to get that out. Can deflected off of Cone, but not all the way out. Pass, high slot, open, back down into the corner. Shot, gloved and held on. Good job by Delanis to hug that post. And
it looks like OPRF is getting sent off here for either roughing or a slash.
The GBS bench was a little happy about that, and the ref said, "Hey guys, you'll be next if you're the one."
63 again. So 63 with another.
And he throws his stick right in front of the ref. You know that could be another unsportsmanlike, and the GBS bench is going to get a warning. Coach says, "Yeah, we got it, no problem." So now we have some 4-on-4 hockey, open ice hockey here for about the next minute 46. And OPRF is going to make a change right as before the whistle. I'm surprised they're allowing that change. But number 43 skates onto the ice. Hudgens wins that faceoff. Nice job getting it back. Cone loses it though. And number 41 tried to take it through both defensemen and didn't work. And they wrapped it around the boards. Shot and covered up by Galanis. So the miscommunication there by the defenseman for the Titans, and you can see Friend and
they sent it around the boards, and I'm not sure why Cone didn't go for it there. Maybe he didn't see the puck coming, but.
And Weiss is going to come on out right now with Udesky to replace Cone and Hudgens. Sims again in the penalty box. And that faceoff was won and thrown back, and Galanis with a nice job with a single up the middle.
Well done there by Dean Galanis, doing a really nice job of staying on top of things around his net, which we need to see today and every day.
I didn't know that.
Faceoff is won back by Weiss, who's actually tied him up and then picked up by Sebev. Sebev skates through the middle. That guy's trying to hit Sebev and really got his stick up high. I'm surprised they're not calling that one. No call though, and OPRF has the puck, trying to break it out. They do. 52 has it. Zach Sebev stops skating with him and really reached there. That's unlike him. Pushes the puck into the corner and gets stumped for it. Back out to 52. 52 looking, throws it to the top of the slot. On net, kind of a weak shot on net and easily covered up. But I'd say over the past couple of minutes, OPRF has had the advantage offensively.
Yep, they definitely have held the possession. I wonder if the Titans feel like they're skating a man down. I wasn't sure why they didn't send at least one person for pressure in the 4-on-4 situation, but I'm not sure how the coach sets that up strategically.
They brought it out. A mistake there by OPRF and a turnover. And here comes Weiss down there. He's got Udesky in the front. He stops, spins around, passes it to a streaking Friend who can't handle it. Back up to Sebev, who does a great job of keeping it, throws it into the corner. OPRF wrapping it around the boards. Not a very smart defensive play. Back to Zach Sebev, who shoots it and clubbed and held on by the goalie for OPRF. A nice save there. Good little run there by the Titans. And we're going to see a change behind the play here. It looks like Friedman and Smith are coming on. Weiss and Udesky are going to say. We have some whistles coming out from the, and it's looked like they're telling the OPRF goalie he has to be out of the way. I don't know. Maybe his pads hanging over is a problem?
Yeah, I mean, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander.
That is what they say. Udesky gets that puck and just kind of blindly throws it to the middle, and here come the Huskies with some speed through the middle. Friedman giving him some trouble, forcing him outside, across the middle to no one, picked up by three into the middle of the net. Almost a miscommunication there into the corner. Udesky has it, throws it out. Sims right out of the box, gets the puck, throws it to the middle, gets pushed to the right side, has it, shoots, but he's blocked. Nice play by 93 of the Huskies. Friedman then pinching, use that one. Udesky has it. Both penalties are now up. Weiss has it, throws it back into the net. They're at full strength, 5-on-5, 5:25 to go. Sims throws it toward the net, blocked aside, picked up, to the front, Sims, goal! So that's Udesky, I believe, to Sims, and it is now 3-0 Titans. So where was this offense yesterday?
Yeah, we could have used it yesterday, but we'll take it today. And I love the fact that the Titans have bounced back so strong. Great little piece of passing there by Udesky to find a streaking Sims coming through the slot, and he was able to find the back of the net. So great job.
Absolutely. So we're seeing now coming out on the ice for the first time here with 5:17 to go. Batista and Zappi, and we're going to see a timeout here. Early timeout, unconventional early timeout called by OPRF. Down 3-0 with 5:17 to go in the first period.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess if I'm the OPRF coach, I'm scratching my head here trying to figure out why we're having trouble keeping the Titans at bay, but
yeah, if
I'm
you
glad.
watch the film from...
What's that?
If you watch the film from the first game, or the game that we played yesterday afternoon, and watch the film from today's game so far, you would definitely think these were two different teams.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've seen a little bit of line
as
shuffling.
As far as I know, it's not.
Seen a little bit of line
fine.
shuffling by the coaches. I think some players are seeing a little bit more time than others, and maybe that's having an impact on the play and the game. So
well, the real test is going to be as you get to the third period, whether balancing out those lines will have an impact. So a resounding south from the GBS bench, and Sidoti's going to lead out Zappi and Batista. Behind him will be a little bit of a defensive change. We're going to put out Zach and Charlie Friend. Zach Sabev and Charlie Friend. Sidoti backs out of the center dot. And they're now saying, hey, you can't make that change. He's going to say, you're going to use a timeout. He's going to say, nope. They're going to put him back out there. So Friedman and Smith are now back out there on defense. The refs are playing by the book. Sidoti wins that faceoff back. Smith has it, chips it to center ice, and Batista loses it. Picked off there by Zappi, and he still has a chance at the puck, and loses it again, and then thrown all the way down in the corner. Batista giving chase, Zappi giving chase. All three forwards are down there. Nice job by Sidoti and Zappi to rub out one player, but the puck went right around, and Batista wasn't there for it. So here come the Huskies now on a 3-on-2 with no one rushing back rather. Friedman in the corner, Zappi right in front of the net, but Batista there, and he flips it out. There goes Friedman on a run, but OPRF gets back. Nice job by Friedman. Shoots, save, and the goalie's trying to hang on, but he almost threw it into his own net, covers it up, and we get a whistle. And with 4:32 to go in the first period, nice play by Jack Friedman taking the rush, and nice play by the goalie.
Yeah, well done there to see the opportunity to take a rush there by Friedman. Good job getting a pass. I think Batista put that pass on him, which worked out very well.
Weiss getting ready now to take a face-off with Cohn and Sabev. And there's one into the corner. Zach Sabev shoots it. Somehow that got through, but bounced all the way out. Charlie Friend pushing there. Andrew Sabev forcing it underneath. Weiss giving chase. Andrew Sabev now with the puck, or not with the puck. Throws it to Cohn, who shoots it, blocked. And here comes OPRF with numbers. Back into the play is Cohn to even it up, 3-on-3, and Weiss back into play as well. Deflected. Andrew Sabev looking up. Throws it all the way across. Somehow it gets through. Bounces high off the wall. Bad bounce there. And OPRF throws it back out. South little D-to-D pass. Then Friend throws it in there. Anderson wasn't looking, wasn't ready, and OPRF has it. They're going to wrap it around again. That seems to be their play. Kept in by Zach Sabev, forced back out by OPRF, but into Zach Sabev in the neutral zone. Tries to get it to Weiss, it's missed. And now Cone has it. It's a nice little move, but lost it. Andrew Sabev across the middle, blocked by OPRF and into the Titan zone. 3:24 to go on the clock. Friend wraps it around. Cone. Zach Sabev trying to rush the puck. He wants to get into the action. He loses it, but Weiss has it. Tries to go through the defensive. Nice job there by OPRF to dislodge the puck. But Cone has it. Friend has it now. And throws it, deflected. Weiss is going to be the first one there. Absorbs a hit. Leaves the puck. OPRF throws it to the middle. Andrew Sabev to Cone. Cone shoots. Deflected. So saved, rather. And the rebound was wrapped around and out.
Almost another goal opportunity there for the Titans.
Yeah, nice job there by Weiss. And Andrew Sabev is going to go to the bench. Weiss had it in the middle. Block didn't know that he had it, and he wisely skates back to the bench. And we're going to see a change. Brown onto the ice. Zach Sabev behind the net. Bounces it off the net. We've seen him do that so many times. That time it worked really well. And here he comes running out with numbers. Hudgens and Kozak. Kozak, the shot. Yeah. Goal! So that wraps Sabev with the assist. Dylan Kozak with the goal. And with 2:21 to go in the first period, the Titans are enjoying a 4-0 lead.
Good hockey.
Really good tic-tac-toe hockey there for the Titans. Good job on the rush there by Sabev. And I mean, look what happens when you go to the goal. And good things happen when you go to the goal. So
Zach Sabev was super excited about that pass there. You could see that more so than I think any goal I've ever seen him score. So you can tell that they've been working on that. It was a nice play. Brown now gonna get to the face-off center dot. Kozak, who scored the goal, on his left-hand side. Face-off is won back by OPRF. Oak Park River Forest, long way to drive today. We heard 2 hours with the snow. Friedman with the puck behind the net. Gets it to Hudgens, who's not facing the puck and didn't realize he had it.
yeah, hit him right on the skates too.
He did, and that Friedman's trying to get that puck to Hudgens any way he can, and so far hasn't worked, but the puck is now in the neutral zone. Brown rubs out the player behind him. Friedman, they're just kind of playing bouncing back and forth here in the neutral zone. You kind of like that to happen, but Hudgens digs it out. Hudgens and Kozak come in. Hudgens across, shoots. Kozak falls down with a rebound. Good opportunity. Good job by OPRF to knock it away. They're going to throw it down, and his hand, they're going to wave off icing, even though that clearly was. And Friedman throws it up and into the netting, and we're going to have a face-off. I'm not sure why they waved off that icing, but I guess they figured a 4-0 game.
Yeah.
Snowy Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. 4-0 lead. Might as well let it run.
4-0 lead. Yeah, we hope for that fifth goal and get that running clock.
Yeah.
In the third period, Weiss, the whole game. All right, Weiss wins that face-off, but nobody seems to want it. They push it back. Galanis watches it go. Smith wraps it around. Bounces weird off the boards. Sims had it momentarily, but it gets dislodged. OPRF building some pressure right now. Smith with a nice job there. He's getting held and he's getting slashed, but they're not going to call that. Sims out to Weiss, to Udesky. Udesky then cuts to the middle. Weiss caps from behind him. Racing to the puck. Sims in front of the net. Weiss gets pushed hard. Nobody there to help him. Udesky skates right by him, but Weiss comes out and shoots, and he's saved. Weiss somehow scored it out of that one and had the entire net open and threw it right into his pads at the bottom. He had the corners open.
You got to think that whenever we can get a free shot from the slot, we want to take that shot every time. So, good job by Weiss there.
Yeah, Weiss did a good job there against the boards to pull that out and somehow got that free. Weiss wins that face-off to Sims, who gives it to Udesky, or maybe had it stolen by Udesky. Thrown all the way out. No, not all the way out. Udesky has it. And Friend throws it back in. The players need to touch up. They're still offsides. And OPRF not going with any kind of sense of urgency. 43 seconds. Tries to throw it down. He misses it. And that's going to go all the way down for icing this time. Clock rolls down to 37 seconds.
That's a call they could not avoid making. Much easier icing call there.
Absolutely. And the Titans here, with 37 seconds, probably could afford to make a change and get some other kids out there. but I guess they want to try to step on the throats right here. 37 seconds, a 5th goal will be nice. Face-off is won by OPRF, wrapped around the boards. That again is their breakout play, which is a terrible breakout play. Jack Sabev gets it into the neutral zone, spins away from his defender, throws it to Weiss, who gets it in, and he pushes it behind the net. Udesky, first one to get there. Sim setting up in front, Weiss in front. Udesky coming to the middle, shoots, deflected. Weiss has it, shoots, save. Nice save by the goalie, wrapped around by Udesky. Another nice save. So the OPRF goalie's done a great job despite being under pressure here. With 3 seconds turned over, Weiss has it, and we're going to hear the buzzer. I don't think he realized how much time is left.
Oh, really good job there by the
Shots
Titans.
on goal, 17-9.
Yeah, excellent job there by the Titans to put a bunch of pressure on OPRF right to end the period.
So
And OPRF definitely on their heels, not really skating hard. It's the Titans sense, I think, that weakness. Maybe they feel like yesterday's loss was a little bit embarrassing, and they've really come out with a little bit of vinegar here. So.
And you mentioned OPRF lost 4-3 to this Loyola team that had its way with us. So it's interesting how matchups in hockey really dictate the outcome of these games. Some teams just are bad matchups for others, and I feel like GBS is generally a decent matchup against a Lake Forest team that blows everybody out.
Yeah,
so,
right. Excellent point there. I think there might be a little bit of scheming also happening on the Titans bench, where some different line changes and different combinations of players is leading to some better outcomes. So that might be a positive, something to keep an eye on, you know. So we'll see how that shakes out the rest of the game. Like you said, the second and third periods when some of the combinations can come to fruition, and whether or not they have the energy and stamina to be able to continue to play is going to matter. So we'll see. We'll see what shakes out here. I know
and interestingly here.
No, I was just saying that OPRF definitely put up, some goals on Loyola yesterday where we weren't able to. So we know they have some firepower. So we need to continue to stay on our toes and make it happen. So.
And the face-off is won by Weiss. Francesi on his backhand to Andrew Sabev, who dumps it in. And Weiss is giving pressure. Going on the ice, tries to deflect that, can't get there. Francesi with a nice play there. Spurts by Smith. For some reason changed to his backhand instead of wrapping that hard, but does a good job of rubbing out that player. Cole comes back to help, wraps it around, nobody home there. OPRF passes it back. For some reason he slams it off the boards to his teammate, and then they're just kind of throwing it around. Like, not a whole lot of organized play. It'd be interesting to see if they start to try to set up some plays better here. Weiss comes out from behind the net. He's got a lot of open ice in front of him. And he's just going to throw it behind him, and he'll be the first one there. Picked off. The OPRF kept in. Oh, Smith couldn't quite keep that in. And he throws it toward the middle, but it's deflected. And, when you're playing with a 4-goal lead, you can afford a few mistakes. There's a couple mistakes we've made so far, and OPRF tries to get it to the middle, and the player fell down, and that's going to be icing. So, not a great start for the Huskies, who were looking to reverse the fortunes of the first period, but as a Titans fan here, we'll take it. And Sidoti's going to come out onto the ice with Zapfi and Batista, Friend and Sabev coming out behind him. Offensive zone faceoff taking place to the left of the Husky goalie. Faceoff is won by the Huskies, and they're going to wrap it around because that's what they do. No, he loses it. Batista giving chase in the corner, pushes him, and they throw it all the way down. Good job there to deflect it. Zach Sabev has it now. Forechecker loses his stick, but the other player got it. And nice job there by Sabev and Sidoti to prevent it from him. Sabev plays it off the net. Looking for a runner there. Hits Zapfi, literally hits Zapfi. And Zapfi throws it into the zone.
Got him with the football pass there, hit him right in the chest.
Sidoti with an attempt to make a hit. He's going to say it's an attempt. And OPRF is just all out of sorts right now. They're just throwing the puck around. Zach Sabev with the puck uses a stick there to kind of defend the player, and then a hit. Zach Sabev still with the puck, He's been hit like 4 times and still hasn't lost the puck. He's looking for anybody to throw it to. Nobody is there. That puck goes outside and then back in for offside. So Zaksabev was looking for a streaking player, and he literally hit Sabev. Or not Sabev, sorry,
Zappy. Caught him in the chest.
Yeah. And the stick is being picked up. I don't know if that stick broke or if he just dropped it.
Not sure. That was the stick from number 63. After he dropped it, he continued to skate around the net and then just went straight to the bench. So perhaps it's got a crack in it. Who knows?
They're checking it right now, and we're going to see. He's checking it. I think the stick's going to stay alive. Clarence saved some money there, maybe.
Wants to get home.
Friedman
I'm like,
wrapping around the boards. Sims takes a hit, gives a hit, and back behind the net. Friedman's going to try to chase that one, pushes it out to the side. Udesky with one hand kind of swinging at it. No, the one thing that's interesting is we're not seeing much better play, we're just seeing a much better outcome.
Yeah.
Sims loses that puck and a shot wide and high around the glass. OPRF getting a little bit of momentum here, but even with that momentum, not a whole lot going on. Rudd didn't go hard into the corner there, and Friedman deflects that puck and into the netting, and a whistle much needed there by the Titans.
What we don't want to do is seize the momentum here. We want to keep it on our side. Want to make sure we maintain possession. If OPRF is going to make attempts on the net, we got to make sure that we keep pressure on them. Don't want to give them anything easy to let them back into this game psychologically. You know, 4-0 is a tough thing to come back from. So
it is, and a deflection there. Soft pass from Dusty, but Weiss is there. He's getting hit with that stick. He's looking to draw a call, no call. And the Huskies throwing it all the way down with a long play. Rudd pushes it into the corner. 21 gets it for OPRF, throws it to the middle, deflected. Weiss there. He has the puck. He's coming out with speed, with numbers. He's got Sims on his right and a trip. And
they did get the trip.
And a goal. So there will be no power play as Sims from Udesky, from Weiss, 2 assists on that play. And it is a 5-0 Titans lead.
Great job there by the Titans. Unbelievable play. Good job moving the puck well. Weiss, as you mentioned, was the drawer of a penalty there right at the blue line. As it went over the blue line, he got tripped. The referee's arm went up, but the Titans skated on and did a good job of passing in front of the goalie and were able to bury it. So great job there by the Titans.
All right, so the Titans now owners of a 5-0 lead. Weiss with a great play there to hold off the player despite getting fouled. And as you mentioned, it's a whole different game right now. Weiss giving chase on the forecheck. The Huskies having some trouble getting the puck out again. This time, Udesky misses it. Here comes OPRF on a one-on-one. Nice job by Smith, using his body to hold him off. Udesky comes in, cleans it up. Really good teamwork there. And OPRF keeps it in. Throws it behind him, and here comes Sims looking to get in on the action here. Taking it on the outside. And he's spun down and tackled. And no call by the ref. He didn't even move his arm, which is a terrible decision, because that's just going to make Sims angry. Here comes the shot. Smith saved, gloved, and held on.
Okay, good job there to keep the puck in the zone. Like you mentioned, Sims was taken down on that play. I'm surprised having gone for the body the way that they did, that wouldn't get called. But perhaps it's a no call for 5-0. They are running the clock as they did yesterday when GBS went down 5-0 in the second period. So it is a clock running situation.
Well, OPRF with a long pass there. Francesi in front of the defenseman. Everyone is back. GBS is doing a really good job now of getting back on these plays. No one's been left all alone. Hudgens flips it behind to the net. Kozak decides not to go after that one. Francesi there, rubs it into the corner, gets the puck. He's hooked, no call. And Kozak and Brown hits him. Everyone's getting into the action right now. Puck is thrown around the corner, up to the side. And a nice pass there by OPRF. Dislodged by Francesi. Great job. Pass was out to Brown, who didn't see it coming. That's going to go all the way down. Icing is waved off. And Brown loses it.
Brown
like hard.
Blows a tire behind the net.
Yeah, no pressure on the one. He just lost it.
That was fun.
And Brown comes back with the stick, or the stick, the puck.
Oh!
That
great
puck was
opportunity.
across the crease, and Kozak coming back. Brown throws it in. Looks like there's a net guard missing in the middle of the ice there. Hudgens giving chase on the forecheck. OPRF just throws it in front. Hudgens turns, shoots, and misses. Kozak's stick was tied up, otherwise that would have been a rebound goal. They're going to throw it down. Now OPRF with an opportunity on one-on-one just kind of dumped it and against the trees. Here comes Friend now. He sees room, he's going. And he goes into the neutral zone, carrying Hudgens and Kozak with him, using his body as shield, turns around. There's a change happening behind the play. And Friend, backward pass, gets it back somehow, but then leaves it for nobody. And it hits Friend on the way out, but here comes OPRF. Brown with a good play in the neutral zone to dislodge the puck. The Huskies throw it down. Zach Sabev hits it around the boards. Hudgens will be there. Hudgens passes it. Blocked by Hudgens and throws it through the middle. Not a great place to play it. Somehow it bounces out. Andrew Sabev giving chase. Hudgens in the middle. And going to center ice. Zach Sabev has it. Chips it back up. Andrew ends up with on stick and throws it into the side. Friend pushes it out. And Hudgens giving chase, pass across the middle and back out. Nice breakout there, but Zach Sabev ends up with it, spins away, and he sees an opening and he's going to take it. And he passes it last second to his brother. His brother shoots, deflected right into the corner. And Hudgens had it, and then elbowed from behind.
Looks like a penalty here, hit from behind.
That should be a penalty. I was actually waiting to see people do it. It is touched up for a penalty. A hit from behind, as you said. Hudgens absorbed the hit, drew the penalty.
Yeah.
And as the clock rolls down underneath 7 minutes and 30 seconds, there's a lot of discussion happening right now. The ref is going to be negotiating this one, apparently. In all of my years, I've never seen the ref change their mind, so let's see if it happens here.
Yeah, no, as you know, the more you argue or the more you question, the fewer the calls you get in the future. At least that's been my experience.
And interestingly, they stop the clock, which you're supposed to do to put the penalty up, but then you're supposed to run it right away, but we're going to get the benefit of some stop time. Yeah. They're having a discussion. The refs are having a discussion right now. Let's see what they come up with. They're going over and talking to the bench.
I was going to ask him for the score.
And the clock is stopped now, 7:25 to go. Weiss out there with Sims and Udesky. Faceoff should be inside their zone, I would think, unless they're going to call. I don't know what they would call.
Udesky asking about that, but
yeah. But Weiss wins the faceoff anyway. Gets it over to Sims. Weiss had it back on his stick. Tried to get it back over, couldn't do it. He's going to drop it back to Zach Sabev, who passes a short pass to Udesky. Back to Sabev. Sabev walking the line, shoots, and in. You saw the water bottle flip, and that penalty comes to an end with another power play goal.
Well done there.
It's nothing. Nice
Good job by Weiss, who initially fanned on his first attempt, but stayed with it. Got a pass over to Udesky. Udesky found Sabev, and Sabev buried it from the point. That was great.
Exactly. A nice job walking that line, forcing that goalie to track him, and then he went right over his shoulder. Really nice play. And I guess the route is on. It's 6-0 here with 6 minutes and 42 seconds. And we're going to see a goalie change here. Difficult situation, obviously. This goalie's been under duress, and we'll see if this new goalie, number 23, is it? Maybe. Can do any better. Yeah, 21-12 we're being told. Shots on goal here. 2 shots on goal for the Huskies this period. And they're not going to get one here. Zach Sabev gets a long pass to Weiss, who then flips it at the line. Never want to see those blue line passes, but I guess in a 6-0 game, who cares?
Yeah.
The Huskies carrying that puck behind the net. Sims making life hard on him. Friend keeps it in. Back to Udesky. Udesky shoots and misses.
He did find the post, that far right post, but just missed.
Misplay there by Friend, but Zach Sabev there to clean that one up. And he's got 2 smaller players on him. Stops and eventually loses the puck. Friend there to help out. Pushes it to the side and up the boards. Kept in and thrown back toward net. If he had taken some time, he had 17 streaking, but he missed it. Elliot Sims couldn't get that puck out easily, but it found its way out anyway in 67. trying to throw it all the way across ice. Zach read that one cleanly, and he has it, and he's going to throw it down underneath, and 67 picks it up for the Huskies, throws it off the board. Sims intercepts that. He's got Udesky in front, but he's going to take it himself, and...
Ooh, just missed that.
And a big tackle behind the play there. Weiss was tackled, no call. Zach Sabet with the puck, throws the long one to Weiss, who tries to get it to Udesky, it just didn't get there. Picked off, Sims has it now, throws it to Udesky, he can't get there. They're feasting right now. They're trying to have a lot of fun out there.
They're having some fun with the one-timer passes, and you know, you could tell they've got some leeway now, and they feel a little less pressure, right?
Takes that in and loses it, but Udesky has it. Sims shoots and it's in.
Wow.
Over the goalie's left shoulder. That's a 7-0.
What a difference a day makes for the Titans. Everything is finding the back of the net now. It's crazy. And I'm happy that it is.
What's interesting is like there's bewildered looks over to our right and to our left. I think the Titan fans are just as surprised of this outcome so far.
Yeah, I would agree.
Husky fans. So whatever they were told, maybe they were told if they win, they get the day off tomorrow.
Yeah, perhaps.
All right, so we're going to see a change here. You're going to see Kozak, Brown, and let's see, is that Cohn? No, Hudgens. Face-off is won by Brown forward. Hudgens has played that and goes all the way back down for Chasey onto the ice, playing defense. Back there, gets it, and he's looking up a little bit. And he gets hit by 2 players. Going back, it's the first shot on goal in a while, but Galanis harmlessly or easily pushes aside. And Chasey behind the net.
You have to remember that this is the line that scored all the goals against Loyola yesterday, so this is the one we need to definitely keep track of everybody here.
And to the Huskies' credit, they're not stopping, and a nice play out in front. Nice play. Chasey was a little bit late getting over there. The Huskies took a shot, and Galanis with the save. And a little bit of extracurriculars going on here. Nice play by the Huskies. They're not giving up yet. Credit to them. Brown's going to take this face-off here. It is won back by the Huskies, back to the defense. Shot coming and save. Dangerous shot there, only in the sense that it looked like Galanis was screened momentarily by center Henry Brown, but at the last minute he came up and made the save.
Yeah.
And we have another face-off, same spot. Won back by the Huskies. Shot on net. Galanis did not see that to the last minute. Luckily it hit his chest and went high off the glass.
Usually the chest save is saved for soccer games, but Galanis used his chest on that play and was able to stop that puck.
And South gets it out of the zone, and OPRF gets it right back in. This line's had some trouble this tournament getting the puck out of the zone. This time they do well. Kozak with a nice play there. Gets it, and we have a whistle because there's offsides, and they're going to call a whistle on that. It's going to be offsides all the way down, or are they calling a penalty?
Looks like Francesi is going to get a trip here behind the play. Not a good penalty to take here when you're down.
When you're up.
Or when you're up. Yeah, right, when you're up. You don't want to.
Interesting call there, though.
You don't want to give these guys a reason to get back into the game.
Not a great penalty, but in a running clock situation, it's not awful either.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. Not the one you want in that corner there. Well, Andrew Sabet playing center now. We haven't seen much of that. But they're on the kill, so the penalty kill team's out. And Cohn and Sabet are out there. Both Sabets are out there. Andrew Sabet with a great job forcing the turnover. Takes it in, has no one to throw it to. Just kind of harmlessly behind the net. Cohn giving chase. Andrew Sabet racing back. They are on the kill. Friend center ice there. Makes it life hard, and good job there by Zach Sabet just to throw it out there. Touching up is OPRF. Andrew Sabet with another good back forecheck there. And Biggs swing and miss, but it did enough to dislodge the puck. Zach Sabet has it, throws it up to no one. Defenseman loses it though, and they take it out. And the Huskies having all kinds of trouble setting up their offense here in the power play. And nice job by Andrew Sabet getting in the way. Great job on the penalty kill right now. Friend gets it, throws it, intercepted. The only criticism I say is that we're not getting it deep on those penalty kills. But otherwise they're doing a good job. A minute left on that power play. Charlie Friend swings and misses, and then takes a swing at the player's fence, and we're going to see a 5-on-3 opportunity here. They're going to get Charlie Friend finishing high and checking him in the head. I'm 90% sure of that. So, 2 defensemen are going to be in the box right now. Luca Francesi with a trip earlier, and now Charlie Friend with what I can only imagine to be like a hit to the head or something. Cross check or something. He was frustrated after swinging and missing.
Looks like they're also going to get someone from OPRF though, so it'll be offsetting there, which will help. And we can avoid the 5-on-3. I see someone in the penalty box. I'm not sure what the call was there.
I don't know if it was a retaliation.
He went after Ann.
At the end, a little retaliation
right.
penalty.
Well,
Well, that helps us then.
Sure
We don't have
does.
to skate down two skaters.
But because they were offsetting calls, neither penalty will be put on the box, so it's going to be 2 minutes in the whistle for OPRF, and they're going to be able to put a 5th man out there because they're offsetting penalties. Tough call there. So, Rudd gets it back and throws up the boards. OPRF trying to throw it out, it hits the padding and goes out of play, and that clock's going to continue to run. That might do it for the second period by the time he actually gets it set up to 25 seconds now. 30 seconds left on Francesi's penalty.
We'll see if they...
Looks like they're going to try to drop it here. It's the only fair thing to do. And it is one back by the Huskies, taking across to 13 seconds. So it's interesting. Nice shot, saved, and a whistle. And that might be off, but that's the end of the period. So what's interesting about that call there is the retaliation took them away from a 5-on-3 opportunity and kept it as a 4-on-3 situation, or sorry, 5-on-4 situation. Well, end of the period, and GBS. Somehow the shots on goal went from
12 to 20.
20. I'm not sure how they got 8 shots, but I believe it.
Yeah, they had some more possession there, and Dean had to see a few more shots there than he had seen in most of the first and part of the second period. So.
Well, we're going to see if we can get some scores from around the college football league here.
We have Michigan playing Ohio State
I don't know
today,
if anyone's
right?
getting a better signal than I am right here.
Rivalry weekend.
Can't seem to get the refresh. You got one?
Seeing 10-9 here,
Wow,
Ohio
all right.
State over Michigan.
Oh,
So Michigan with 3 field goals so far today. And when you want to beat Ohio State, you don't want to trade touchdowns for field goals. But that's what.
But the longer it stays close, you got to figure Coach Ryan Day at Ohio State are going to feel a little bit more tight.
Yeah,
You
true.
never know in these games.
This game is pretty shocking. I read a stat today. It's been over 2,100 days since Ohio State has beat Michigan. So.
All right, well, we started the third period here. There's 3 seconds left on the Francesi power play. It is now over. And the Huskies back behind their net, trying to break it out. They do. Coming out on a 3-on-2.
So zoom in a little bit.
Sims onto the ice. Treatment dislodges the puck, throws it into the corner. Sims has it, almost has it, gets it out to Weiss. And there was a whistle behind the play. And a penalty, interference, coming against GBS for, I guess, against Austin Rudd. I'm not really sure. I didn't see that play, but Charlie's opening the door for him.
How long ago was that?
Interference. I did not see the interference behind the play.
Yeah, I did not see it either. I was watching the puck. I was puck watching.
Well, you wouldn't have seen it because it happened so far behind the play that we looked over, we saw the Huskies player was on the floor. So if you didn't see that, we didn't see that either.
Again, this is the line that OPRF scored with against Loyola 3 different times the other day. So we want to make sure we keep an eye on this line. So, I'm not surprised that they're out there on the power play.
And OPRF wins that face-off shot on net, and it's hit in front by Smith into the corner. The players fell down. 52 over to 78. 78 looking bad pass underneath, and it bounces all the way back though. And they wrap it around. Misses. Rebound coming out, and Budeski, instead of getting that puck out on the kill, just started playing with it and lost it. And OPRF has it in front and missed it, a wide open net. Zach Sabev now with the puck, with numbers on the 3-on-2, beats one, goes around the other, forehand and backhand shot, rebound, and it comes all the way out. Smith has it and throws it in, the plays offsides, whistle, and we're going to have a face-off as the clock continues to wind down. 13 minutes and 33 seconds. Charlie Friend allowed back onto the ice, as is number 21 for the Huskies. And we're going to see Hudgens onto the ice right now with Cone.
This is good. All these changes helps the clock run down a little bit for the Titans while they're down a man. So.
Smith steps up to cover the right winger's spot here on the faceoff, and the faceoff is won back by the Huskies into their zone. And he throws it a long pass. It's missed. They're going to say that's waved off, probably because of the running clock. No icing. Cone gets it, wraps it around. It's not out, kept in. Huskies trying to set up. Throws it underneath. Deflected. Into the middle. Nice play by Hudgens. Back to 76. Shoots. Hudgens turns to the side. Not a great idea. Shot saved there by Galanis. Rebound pushed aside by Smith. And here comes Hudgens with Cone on his side. Out over to the right-hand side. Looking. Throws it to the middle. Hits the post. Rebound. Save. 2 big saves by the goalie. Keep it a 7-0 game. Hudgens skating with the puck. Gets hit and stood up, but never leaves the zone. The Huskies still with it. 5 seconds left on the power play. Rudd getting ready to step back onto the ice. Deflected. Zaksabev has it. He might try it again. He's just going to take it in. Turns. Looks for Cone. Instead he shoots off of the defenseman and in! Zaksabev off of 76 for an own goal. Zaksabev the goal. The assist to OPRF. And the Titans up 8-0.
Good things happen when you send it on net, and that's what they did. And
yeah, you got to feel bad for the.
It's unfortunate for OPRF.
Huskies right now.
Yeah, everything's going in right now. There's not much else to say about it, right?
They actually played pretty well, I thought, to start the period, and still find themselves giving up a couple of goals. So you're going to see now Sidoti out there with Zapfi and Batista behind him, Rudd and Friedman. In an 8-0 game. Faceoff is won back by the Huskies. That's the one thing they have done is one faceoff. Zappi gets to the puck. A little speed there. And we see Sidoti rips it from the corner, throws it to the middle. Batista can't quite get there. Nice job by that line to make some play there.
Excellent play there by that line.
Yeah. And it comes all the way out, but here comes now a 2-on-1 for the Huskies. Bad pass. Freeman has it. Thrown across the middle, shot wide of the net, wrapping it around now. Batista could have gotten there and never took it. He now has another opportunity. Watching, well, that's out of the play, and we're going to get offsides with 10:50 to go.
Maybe we'll take that face-off all the way down. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think that they will. I don't know that. I think it's just,
regular.
Refs are probably just saying, how can we get out of here without anyone killing themselves here. 85, Sidoti taking the faceoff out, won back by OPRF. So OPRF has won in most of these faceoffs. And he throws it hard. Smith takes the body. And OPRF throws it right back in. Francesi giving chase. He gets it into the corner. Throws it to Zappi. Can't quite get there. Back up to the point where Zappi should have been. And skates across, deflected, and into the netting for a whistle. The puck goes out of play. 10:07 to go, and counting. OPRF making a change behind the play here. Let's see who they bring in. 93 and 37. We've seen Bowman, number 78, out there a lot. 76, who is the recipient of the Zaksabev shot that went in, out there as well. Sidoti loses another faceoff. Back to the defense. Shot, save, rebound. Sidoti pushes it to the side. Francesi getting chased, pushed upside. Blocked by Sidoti. Another nice play there, but right to OPRF. The shot is missed, or maybe that was a pass. And the Huskies throw it toward net. Rebound, save, and held on by Galanis. Nice job by Galanis to stay with that through the screen.
Who's active today in that?
Galanis doing a good job there. Brown coming onto the ice. Batista, Zappi, and Sidoti coming off. Hudgens and Kozak joining Mr. Brown.
We got to think that the Titans really want to see the 0 stay up for today. Maybe have a little bit of pride in playing really good defense and keeping them out of the back of the net. So.
And face-off won again by OPRF and kept into the zone. So for winning the face-off probably 80% of the time, they have not been able to control the puck. And Shazy loses it behind the net. Picked up by the Huskies, who throw it back behind the net. This time Brown's there. Pushes it ahead to Smith, who pushes it over to Kozak, who swings it to the middle, intercepted, and skated into the zone. Shot, rebound in front of the net, save, rebound pushed aside. And Brown has it out to Hudgens. Hudgens with some time, skating it across the center line, skating to the middle, and that was offsides, no call. And there is the call. So offsides, and Brown didn't hear it, and they're going to take this one all the way down.
He shot it right as
Yeah, I didn't know it was offside.
That play was offsides. I think the ref had his hand in the air and didn't call it. Now we see a defensive zone face-off with 8:02 to go in the game.
Yeah, I would say I'd bet money that they wouldn't have fired a shot on net had they known they were offside.
Yeah, probably not. OPRF late to getting some players onto the ice. They only have 4. Now we have a 5th player joining them. And OPRF with 7, watching the clock roll down. Face-off won by the Huskies. Back shot, deflected through the middle. That was a dangerous play. Nice job by Galanis to read that all the way through.
Yep.
Freedom was screening him, and that got all the way through.
Great job by the defender to send a shot on net through the screen. I mean, that's how goals are scored in this
now
game.
Leading in shots on goal, 26-25 with that last shot. That face-off won by Brown, pushed backwards. Freeman with a nice play. Gets it out to Kozak, who just throws it right back to the defenseman.
All he's got to do is skate with that.
Freeman again now pushes it to Kozak. Kozak misses it this time. Shot toward net, goes wide, bounces into the corner. Picked up by the Huskies. And they're saying across shot. Shot is blocked by Rudd's skates. And they wrap it around the boards. Hudgens has it. He now has it on a one-on-one. Kozak held up. That net guard trailing Hudgens. As was Kozak. Hudgens has it, loses it, Brown pushing it in front, wrapped around the boards, Rudd picking it up, throws it into the middle, Hudgens catches it, shot on net, deflected by the goalie into the corner, and we're going to let him skate it out. But then they lose it. Rudd through the middle, back to OPRF, B2B pass didn't work as he swung and missed. Nice job there by Rudd to kind of chip it away. Kozak throws it back to Freeman with pressure. I'm not sure why.
That was a very firm pass, too. Like it's by, it's going all the way
doing
down.
a good job there on that forecheck, trying to make up for that pass. This time OPRF comes out with it. They're just going to throw it down. Rudd has it, and he gets shoved down from behind, and we're going to have another power play for the Titans. Rudd pushed hard down, but thankfully that was in open ice and not the boards. And that's still going to be a 2-minute power play for the Titans. And power play unit 3 is coming onto the ice. Sidoti, Zappi, and Rudd.
All right, let's see.
With 5:30 to go. Back onto the power play where the Titans have scored at least 3 goals today, I believe. And an 8-0 game. Face-off is won by OPRF, but knocked away from Chasey with a good opportunity there, decided not to shoot. Batista set up, he's got a man in front, shoots, save! Nice job by Sidoti to get a tip on that one too. And good job by Batista, good positioning. And it remains an 8-0 game. Refs taking their time, dropped, and it's 1 in front. Batista has it, back to Francesi. Francesi D-to-D pass. Smith, he just pushes it behind the play. Sidoti's going to get that, using his body to hold him off, but the puck's right there, nobody's on it. Francesi's going to get down there. He has it now. Absorbs a hit. Sidoti playing against the ref there. Passes it back to Batista. Batista throws it back underneath. Tipped away and cleared into the corner, took a weird bounce.
That corner has been giving a weird bounce pretty much all day.
Puck, drops it back for Smith. Smith across. Zappi misses it, but Sidoti has it. Skating into the zone by himself. Throws it toward the net, deflected into the corner by the goalie. Pressure coming from the other side there by Francesi. And
yeah, I guess he saw an opportunity to take a run.
Smith
got to remember,
Cone onto the ice. He gets the play.
He doesn't get opportunities on the power play very
Batista
often.
Off the ice. And Zabev to Francesi, bounces off his skate. And Hudgens has it. Thrown toward the middle. And it's bouncing off the goalie behind the play.
Not all
You're
three.
seeing like 3 different Titans going for it. Cone trying to stuff that one in. Goalie holds and saves, and he's taking some big hits, not just with his stick, but also with his hand, shoving the player, and we've got some conversation going on there. That's the second time I've seen the Huskies goalie taking some shots at some Titans players, but it was like a feeding frenzy there. You had about 3 or 4 Titans going after that loose puck, fighting each other, fighting the ref. And they're going to send a Husky player to the box, a penalty on the goalie, apparently for unsportsmanlike. They're not even going to put the penalty on the clock, but the power play continues for... Oh, no, sorry, he was out too early. That was the call. So he came out too early, and he was thrown back in there. He just came out. Face-off was won. Save was made.
Everybody's had about enough of this game, especially the refs. So.
2 minutes and 50 seconds here. Hudgens wins it back to Cone. He shoots, deflected high and into the corner. Andrew Sedek in the chase. No one from OPRF there. They've sort of just given up, and he throws it back to the ghost man, who misses it. He
did not notice the streaking Jack Friedman, who was looking for a nice little give and go play there.
Hudgens now has the puck coming around. He shoots. Nice save there by the Huskies goalie. Playing for pride now, I guess. And it's wrapped around. Cone misses that wraparound, and we're gonna get a call. We're gonna get a penalty here. I think that's gonna go against Hudgens, or maybe the net was off. I'm not really sure. I think maybe the net was off. Let's see. Nope, Hudgens is skating slowly toward the penalty box with 2:05 and counting.
OPRF will finish the game here on the power play.
Unless they score. In which case that would be disappointing.
Oh, it looks like they're sending 2 off, so it's a offsetting penalty. It looks like both were involved in a scrum in front of the goalie, and
Sidoti's bringing out Batista and Zappi here. 8-0 game, trying to preserve the shutout. Face off. One back by Sidoti, picked up by Batista, who throws it to the middle and missed by everyone. Friedman gets to that and got it, and he's coming around the net, tries to get to Batista, it's deflected. Picked up there by Sidoti behind the net, who throws it to nobody in the corner. The Huskies pick it up. Zappi has it, had a good opportunity, and just kind of flipped it right back to the defenseman. Shot on net. Friedman had that, gave it right back to them. They had a good opportunity there, they didn't score. Back out to number 8, shoots, deflected off of whoever that was in the middle, Rudd. And it's out into the neutral zone, thrown back inside the south zone. We're under a minute to play. Friedman with the puck, wraps it around Zappi, can't push it out. He seems to do that a lot.
Yeah.
Where he just turns and kind of tries to hit it out. Deflection, and that almost went all the way in. That deflected off Sidoti's skates, 40 seconds. Zappi pushes it underneath the net. Nobody there. 57 has it. He's skating around and cleared out of the zone by Friedman, barely over the line. 29 seconds, they're just going to throw it in. Hits Sidoti back to 72, who's skating, looking for something. Throws it high off the glass, 22 seconds. Batista just fell down straight backwards behind the play.
Poor Vinny there.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Friedman has it there. Batista gets it out. Can't clear it. Shot toward the net. Deflected, open net. That would have been a terrible way to lose a shutout. 3 seconds to go. Shot, saved, held on, and what a way to end it. 8-0 Titans.
Great job by Galanis
29
there.
shots on goal for OPRF. 29 saves for Dean Galanis, earning the shutout.
Way to stand tall there, Galanis, right at the end with a couple of redirected pucks and an open side of the net, but he was able to fend them off. And great job there. Great win for the Titans. I don't know what it means for tomorrow. We'll see what the standings look like, but I have a feeling we're done for the weekend. So.
All right, well, on the weekend you get an overtime loss, a terrible loss, and a win, so we'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, we're going to sign off here today. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.